Ever feel like you're growing just because you're consuming all the right content, but nothing really changes? Yeah, same. Let's talk about it. We don't need more information. We need more application. And today I'm sharing what I've actually been doing and with the things that I've learned, and not just saving it, not just talking about it, but actually living it. Hey y'all, it's Lex. I am back with another episode. I'm going to do a quick solo episode for my heart. I am not the only one that needs this reminder today. So let's talk about something that I had to get real with myself. Consuming content is not the same as becoming. I love learning. I'm a lifelong learner. I always love watching motivational videos, especially to help you get a nice little jump start, or listening to self-growth podcasts, saving affirmations on my phone, or enrolling in workshops, diving into something new. And for a while, I felt like it was enough, that I was doing the work. But after a while, I realized I wasn't learning. Actually, not that I wasn't learning. I would say after a while, I was learning the content, or I'm learning what messages that was coming forth to me from reading these books or courses that I've taken, but how did I apply it? Application was very little. Ask me about a subject, I can talk your ears off about it, but just a actual real life application is where I lacked. It felt productive. It felt like I was doing the work, but truth is, just watching someone else do the thing isn't the same thing as yourself doing it. Consuming content kind of tricks your brain into making you feel like you're doing progress. But real progress, that comes from consistency and intentional action. And trust me, I'm not calling you out. I'm calling us in, because I've been that girl who saved those quotes on Instagram. I've been the one who will nod at something and like it, or just like, oh my gosh, I'm going through that. Let me listen to this podcast. But then I didn't really follow through at all. So here's a little gentle nudge for you and myself. What's one thing that you heard, read, or learned lately and you still haven't actually applied? It doesn't have to be anything super deep. It could be just getting more sleep, or putting your phone down before bed, or speaking up when you're uncomfortable, or journaling, or going for that walk, or actually resting when your body is really telling you to do so. Because truth is, you already know what to do. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is a hard pill to swallow. You just haven't given yourself the space, the grace, or pretty much the permission to start. So start small, start messy, start today. Honestly, one thing that I'm working on this week is just going back to my practices. I know my previous episode, I talk about falling off and how that happens to all of us. But during the time that I quote unquote fell off, I would just be consuming content over and over again, and just felt like I was getting ahead in life. And then when you look at your reality, you're like, I'm pretty much where I was a few months ago. So one thing is implementing all the things that I've talked about on this podcast, but more specifically speaking, I want to start implementing the things that I do with my toolbox. But I feel like with the consuming of content, I'll just jump out on all these ideas and have all these set plans, and I really need to sit down and ground myself and start really small. I always talk about I don't have time for myself, but yet you'll see me out with my friends. You'll see me at the pole studio. If you've been keeping up with me lately, you know I recently reflect on where I've been lately, mentally and emotionally. In the episode above, I fell off. I opened about losing momentum, and I shared 5 ways I gently get back on track. And because growth doesn't come from Knowing, it comes from doing. And now, today's episode, this is where I kind of tie both of those in. Now that I feel like I've regrouped, that I had that aha moment, like get back on track, what I'm actually doing now is applying this month. What are my specifics and what am I actively living out instead of just pretty much just thinking about it? So here are a few things that I've been practicing. Not perfectly, but with intention. Always with intention. I am not perfect. Anywho, doing one thing at a time. I've been stopping the multitasking, the infamous things on the list. Sometimes I'll just continue and do multiple things. And whether that's journaling or scrolling less, one thing at a time. Don't overwhelm yourself. Two, this is huge for me. Saying no without giving an over explanation. I am a recovering people pleaser. So yes is like my favorite word. And this is a big one for me because I've been giving myself permission to really protect my peace this time and without having to over justify why something doesn't align. I feel like I had to give everyone answers, and maybe subconsciously I felt like that I had to give myself an answer so I can be okay with me saying no, when reality, that's everyone's right. And it's okay to say no, and it's okay to not overpour into things that doesn't serve you. And lastly, using the tools that I already know work. I reflect on last year and I would say 2024, I definitely applied every single tool and it has given me a sense of grounding, a sense of peace. And I've learned to lean more into those things that I've known that helped me along the way. Breath work, stillness, writing things down, and actually resting, taking a break. One of the ways is that I am working with the beautiful Evie. I'll tap into her in a couple of episodes. You're going to hear more about breathwork. Doing personal sessions with her, being more intentional, especially with this space, within my personal life, how I'm evolving. The shift is choosing those tools when I want to check out. Choosing those tools when I don't even feel like implementing them. And those little tiny repetitions, they make a big difference. And yeah, that's where I'm starting. So let me ask you, what is one thing you already know that you're finally ready to apply? And you don't need another masterclass. You don't need another quote. You don't even need another post. You just need one tiny action for yourself. If you made it, drop a heart in the comments or write the word apply, just so I know you're not just listening, but you're ready to live it. And if this episode spoke to you, go ahead and share this with someone who has been in the same loop of learning but not doing. We all need that reminder sometimes. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And thank you for showing up with me today, even for this quick check-in. This is Let's Talk, your safe space to pause, reflect, and grow at your own pace. Until next time, don't save this inspiration. Become it. Bye, y'all.